It was a conversation, starter in a non-confrontational way. It was very much it is what it is. This is what's going on right now that I think anybody could relate. A think piece. It's unfortunately timeless.
Beautiful melanin goddess that's before me. Hello.
Coming up on Another Act, I'm joined once again by Michael B. Jordan, who talks about producing and starring in his dream project and how this new film taps into a very important conversation we all find ourselves having.
The entire time that I watched this movie, Mike, I kept thinking, I bet Michael watched this kind of a film growing up when he was a kid and always envisioned himself in it. Am I correct about that?
Yes, that's exactly, you got it right. That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah. I mean, from playing the video games to, watching movies like this, it was always like a bucket list thing for me to be in a franchise where I was able to kind of do my own stunts and play a character with without any remorse.
I see what you did there.
There's something inside of me that I can't turn off. A part of me that won't stop for anything. No remorse.
The thing that really spoke to me so very strongly, aside from the love story, because that felt very powerful, is that this also felt like a reflection of the America that you and I see. And that felt like a choice that you made as a producer. Talk to me a little bit about that, because that also felt very significant to the story.
Yeah, I just think it was just representing the time, that we were, the world that we're living in right now, the time and era that we're in right now. And, and subtly laying things out within the story and the characters that, wasn't being, dead on and hitting things over the head. But at the same time, it was, a think piece, and a conversation, starter in a non-confrontational way. It was very much it is what it is. This is what's going on right now that I think anybody could relate to, but it's specific to John Kelley's experience and the lens that he's looking it through. So there's going to be some alterations, some changes of how we see things.
Senior Chief Kelley is the third member to be attacked. 3 perps are dead. Also killed was his wife.
They better hope he doesn't survive.
Why's that?
He is more dangerous and effective than any man we have in the field.
There's this really amazing line that your character said, and it's, "We fought for the America that could be." And even though you guys obviously made this movie, most certainly before the activation of the summer of 2020, it felt so contemporary, like you honestly just shot it last week. Tell me a little bit about that, because that line stayed with me hours after I finished watching the movie. And I think you wanted that to stay with me,
I mean, I think that's, that was us, me and Akiva, we wrote that. And I'm trying to find the right, right way to say it. That's how we felt at that time, which was obviously before, everything kind of unfolded.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's so relevant and it's timeless, it's unfortunately timeless,
Yeah.
So I guess we were being honest about, and about how we felt and what that line would really mean. And I think it was the perfect way to describe how Kelley felt in that moment that was driving him forward. You know what I'm saying? And I think people are going to feel for him,
You took everything from me.
These were foreign attacks on U.S. soil.
We have to respond.
I'm gonna make it right.
This is your movie, obviously, but the female presence in this film was so refreshing. Tell me a little bit about that, because I know that that's your influence and that was something that you wanted to make happen. Tell me a little bit about that, from Jodie to Lauren.
Yeah, I mean, I think, Jodie of it all, I think, being able to, take Greer's character, and have her become, Karen Greer, Navy commander, to be in the actual boardrooms with the high brass, but then also be able to be, in the field with John Kelley, and build that camaraderie and be, action packed and be able to handle her own and have, a nice little action sequence, you know what I mean? So I think that was really like needed, and I wanted to see it, and I know everybody else did as well, and to be able to to be lucky enough to have Lauren grace us with her presence on this project, I think was truly special. There's a lot of obviously personal things that she's been through that she personally helped me and my character kind of figure out and develop and sit with. So just to be able to get her back, because we miss her. She hasn't been in the scene like that in a while. So for her to come back on a project like this, it meant a lot, and I think she did a terrific job, and I can't wait to see more of her.
Absolutely. Well, Mike, I always love talking to you. So
Yes,
continued
ma'am.
success. Can't wait to
Yes,
see more from you.